Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much.
Good. My name's Caroline. I'm from London in the United Kingdom, but I live in Canada now. What's your name and where are you from?
Nice to meet you. My name is Mohammed. I'm from Morocco.
From Morocco. It's nice to
Yeah.
meet you, Mohammed. I don't think I've had a campus student from Morocco before, so it's great that you're my first. Um,
Oh, that's
we've only
awesome.
got we've only got a very short lesson today, so do you just want to practice some questions and free
Yes,
conversation?
actually, I have some questions for you.
Okay, go
First
for it.
question,
Mhm.
yes, first question is, do you think that grammar is important for beginners to start with in their English learning journey, or just the should do something else?
Mm, there's two schools of thought here, aren't there? There's the kind of grammar approach, and there's the more natural acquisition of the language, like a child might learn. Um, I think I think it's useful for the very beginning not to focus on grammar and to focus on basic conversation skills. I do think then coming to grammar later, and not that much
Mhm.
later, but a bit later, helps give you a secure foundation to know that you're doing the right thing later on. Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. I think the same way, because I used to say to my students that grammar is not that important at the
Mm,
beginning.
mm.
You really start with listening, yeah, to
Yeah,
improve your listening skills. I think that's more important, because you get used to new expressions,
of
and your
course.
mind start to get familiar with
Mm,
the
yeah,
accent, the language, the culture. That's what
yeah.
I used to say to them. Yeah.
Mm, mm. Any other questions?
Yes, of course. How do this is a rarely asked question. How do I improve my writing skills?
Mm. Um, my recommendation. So I'm learning French. So I'm trying to think of it in terms of what
Oh,
has been
really?
useful. Yeah, what has been useful for me. Yeah, I speak to quite a lot of Moroccans in French. I use an app called Tandem, where I match with people that want to learn English and they speak French, if that makes sense. And we write each other messages, and I form quite nice online friendships with some people, and that's given me
Hmm.
practice
Hmm.
of writing in that other language. Obviously, it's more informal, so if you want more formal written practice, um, honestly, I don't know at this stage what is the most useful way to do that. For English, I think you could write something and give it to a teacher, and you can work on that together. But yeah, certainly the building blocks at the beginning is finding a pen pal.
Okay, I have my own theory. That's of course I wanna just
Yeah, what's
to
your
test it.
theory?
I think that's we can improve our writing skills by reading more, and by
Yes,
seeing the
absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
yes, yeah,
yeah. And when you see
yeah.
the
So.
language being modelled correctly and
Mhm.
well, I think that obviously gives you ideas and formats. And yeah, no, it's, of course, it needs to go hand in hand.
Okay, so how can I, like, for example, test my students' level? Do you have a special technique for that? Either if they are beginners or intermediate or advanced, I don't know
In
really the
English,
technique.
in English,
Yes, in English, yes.
I think that that's tricky, and I probably need more experience in it myself. I think
Hmm.
basic things like if you ask them a question, how long their answer is not a clear. It's not an indicator like the longer the answer, the better it is. But if they can only give
Hmm.
a word or two, um, I think also understanding of humor. I think at the moment I'm going quite a lot off instinct. Like when I speak to someone who is also speaking English, and I
Hmm.
spend many hours a day on Cambly, I can quite quickly tell at what kind of tier in the bracket they are. Whether I'm able to actually articulate and justify why it is that is, I don't know, but that's because I'm not experienced enough yet.
Hmm. So it is a hard, like
It's
a
hard,
hard task
hard.
to do.